Hello, everybody. My name is Sarah, and this is Instacart Pearls of Wisdom. I don't know why this sometimes comes out bronzy or rosy versus clear. I have no idea. I don't have a 6-year-old around here that I can ask either. Well, the gig goddess certainly has a sense of humor with me. I have to laugh. Yesterday, I started doing Uber with the people in my car in my new Edge that I reserved for Uber people because I had to be at work uh, at 9 yesterday for cashier training. So I said, well, I'll just do Uber people for a couple of hours, part of that rush hour thing, just to get some bucks into the till. And I have to laugh because it says, we have to do that annual background check on you. And so you're unable to drive until we've, gotten the info back. And I like, come on, gig goddess, give a little bit of a break here. It's like we can't do Instacart. Uber Eats is ridiculous at $2.40, and that's tip included. And then I saw I haven't done DoorDash for 2 weeks. I'll get the courage back up to do it again and see what happens because they don't care about the acceptance rate from what I see on other videos. But it's just so funny because I actually saw a 10-cent tip on Instacart. I don't think that's the secret signal that they're going to give you cash, you know. It's just so funny. So then when I couldn't do Uber yesterday, I went to Shaw's and Stop and Shop for myself and Greg to get, some things because I was like ready to go. The car wash wasn't open until 8. It's now a little after 6 a.m. or, it was then. It is now too. Oh no, it's 5:20 now the next day. And so I was just kind of laughing. It's just like you just don't want us gig workers to like catch a break, do you? So I went on yesterday afternoon for shits and giggles. And giggles, sorry. I said a potty word. Oh my, I'll have to take $1 and put it in the jar. Um, and my background thing had cleared already in just the day, so I was quite happy about that. So I'm up now, same deal. I have to be at work for cashier training at 9, so I'll do it. So it was funny yesterday. I ran into, so as I was doing the training, my boss I used to work at a methadone clinic. That was a trip. She came in, and somebody that I worked with at the substance abuse residential job that I had, she came in. And then a man that I waited on for over 40 years ago, because my youngest is now 40, and I was working there right up until I gave birth. So I've waited on him for years. He came in. And then this funny man that I grew up with that didn't recognize me when I finally approached him and said, hey, remember me from class of 1969? And he's like, no. I said, I used to have wild parties and you would come. No. It's like, well, that was crushing. He didn't even remember the wild times that my parties were back when streakers were streakers. And so I guess I'm not in a zone. I thought I was in kind of a zone away from, my home base in the next town, and I wouldn't really see people that I, you know, had relationships with, working relationships, growing up with relationships, all that kind of stuff. But it was funny. It was like bang, all three of them in a row, just in the express line. Who knew? So it was fun. And I probably had interesting dreams after seeing their faces. You know how the brain remembers stuff, and you kind of go back a little. So yeah, I was laughing at Uber saying, you can't drive because we have to do the background check. And it's like, So I'll bathe when I'm done with this video. I know you're glad for that, right? And go back out there and do a little ride share with my Uber, which kind of saved me last week, and fortunately. And, I'm doing the dig out with my rating. I don't think it matters anymore. I think that the batches are just so lean with just such hideous, respectful tips that, it is what it. I'm sure there's unicorns, but I'm just not in the unicorn category anymore. So we'll see how it goes. And I don't think I'm going to be flooded with cashier hours. I think that, I'll do 2 full shifts like with the shopper, the in-store shopper, and I totally enjoy that. And so it continues to do what it does. And I decided not to even bother to call Instacart. I love this support, to see who gave me that low rating. It doesn't even matter anymore. They're just going to have that stupid, dumb script and feel so sorry for me and tell me, just do 100 batches and it'll go away. Well, now it's like, what, 200 batches to get rid of the 4.96. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. At the end of the week is all I care about. Can I cover my nut with expenses? And at the end of this week, my paycheck job will cover my nut, and the rest will be not necessarily gravy. It's not like I could go on a shopping spree or something. Who needs another Coach pocketbook in this world, right? I don't need anything. Just my food, just my cake. So anyway, life goes on, and I giggle and chuckle about the gig goddess, and I hope that she shines down on all of us because we all need a break. There's some people that say, one woman, Tanya, hi Tanya, up in Canada, she says that Instacart has been great, that her Qville is always plump with batches to choose from. I think that's great. Mine has just been slow to know. No batches available is the new norm. And then when they give you one and it's $9 with a $2 tip and it's 15 miles away, that's more normal now for me. But it is what it is. I just like to be busy. I like to have something in the queue, the next batch, the next trip, the next, Uber Eats, the next ride share. I just like to be busy. That's just how my body goes. And I know yesterday, after not being able to do the Uber ride share that I had planned to do for like 2 hours before the cashier thing, I just felt so deflated, and it just felt like, all of my energy left my body, and I just felt like I was moving slow motion. And it's like, where am I going to get the energy to stand up and do the cashier thing and have my brain empty enough so I could learn? And a 17-year-old trained me, 53 years younger. You just have to laugh. And he was telling me all the do's and don'ts of doing it and everything else. And he just lets the F-bombs roll. And I wonder, how does management deal with the F-bombs while he's being super courteous and super professional, except for the F-bombs? It was just kind of funny. So that's how we're rolling here. We're just making the best, it's not even being given lemons. It's not being given lemons. I appreciate all I can do to get my pay in order. It's just, I wish that it was busier. I wish that there were more shopper app opportunities on Cape Cod, but there aren't. And as I said, DoorDash is in, all signed up to do delivery now for the in-store shopper program, Doug, at Drive Up and Go. And so, but I haven't seen a DoorDash person yet. I've seen other third-party vendors that pick up groceries and deliver, and it's just been interesting. So there's so much behind the gig work and what goes on, airport-run companies and things like that. So it's just kind of fascinating. It goes deeper than I thought, and I'm always looking for new opportunities to keep that hustle. I like hustling, especially in the summer when it's nice out, right? Isn't it just so much nicer to just have a pleasant day, low humidity? You can wear like regular, I was going to say street clothes, but I didn't, regular clothes, and just hop in your car, and you don't have to scrape it or go to the car wash because it's got mud from the hitting all the puddles that are muddy. It's just nice. And, I like to save as much as I can in the summer. So in the winter, if it is bleak out, I don't feel that forced to go out. But I always say that. But then I have all-wheel drive, so I don't care. And the winters aren't too severe. But anyway, yep, just hoping that it's busier and enjoying the gig world and always appreciating when I have the next that I'm able to do. Have a wonderful day. Stay positive and motivated and all those little words that you hear at those pep talks, but they work, right? Having a smile on your face and the energy to go do another one. That's how I like it to be. I'll see you here the next time. This has been Sarah. Instacart, Pearls of Wisdom. Bye-bye for now.